past camper, and he has a very, very powerful story to tell, and it's really hard to tell this story, but Armando, come on up here. Amazing Armando.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry, I'm really nervous and I'm sorry.
You're amongst friends. Don't be.
Well, Marco said my name. My name is Armando Bolanos. I'm 20 years old and I am HIV positive. I can't express to you how that's not part of speech. I can't express to you how nerve-wracking it is to say that out loud to a crowd. And this is the second crowd that I've been able to do that to, and it is possible because of Camp Laurel. It's nerve-wracking because I've seen families, congregations, entire schools ostracize and exile somebody because of that label that is put when you say that out loud. And this can't change that around for me. So I'm gonna tell you my story. Throughout my life, rejection, abandonment, and feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders has been a big reality. At the age of 12, due to other personal family matters, I saw my aunts, my siblings, cousins, grandparents just turn their back on my mom and I. I can't ever forget the confusion that I felt, and above all, just that eating away and it turning into anger. In my anger, I made some astronomically just outstanding bad decisions in my social life and in my education. The world to me just seemed so broken and so impossible to escape out of the reality I was in that I decided to just embrace it and spiral more downwards into it. I was real young when I went to my clinic and they told me about Camp Laurel. I signed up, just something to do in the summer. And I still remember coming to camp. I went alone. I didn't have any siblings or anybody to take with me, so it was just by myself. And I just kind of just realized my mom had told me I always knew how I had gotten infected. My mom didn't know of her condition. And when I was born, I never breastfed. I always pushed away, I would cry, so she always had to get formula. And after a long day of being out and about, just the whole day, she ran out, we were in a waiting room, and I couldn't stop crying. So she did an attempt to just breastfeed at that moment, and I did. And that's where the belief is that I became infected. A few days later, I started becoming ill, and I was hospitalized. And when tests came through, I was diagnosed at 9 months old, and so was my mother. So it's tough because my mom blames herself a lot, and she just thought I should come to the camp. And I remember one particular face. Meeting so many new people. I remember one, and her name's Rachel. We call her Tinkerbell, her camp name. Now in Peter Pan, Tinkerbell has magic sprinkles that makes you fly, and I know she doesn't do that physically, but with the look that she gives me and this little wink that she does, she makes me blast off into space. I was new, I had never met anybody, and she just let me feel so embraced, just a genuine love and kindness. And I guess you could call it maybe even the unconditional love of a mother because she's never met somebody in her life and she just embraces that person. And I know I'm not the only camper she does that to. She does that to everybody there, which I think she's a great director. And she's a person in my life that I can't express to you how much I value. In that moment, she just makes me feel something that nobody else in this world had done. And it's just true acceptance. It's not you know, you're gonna walk into a hotel and they, or somewhere else, and they just greet you and they smile. You know, it's genuine love that they're showing you and acceptance. And to be in a type of environment when you live in this world where you can't be open about it, where you're gonna hesitate to tell people, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal to be in that area. And I haven't been to camp in 2 years since I was a camper, and I'm seeing all these young kids grow up, and I was reading the pamphlets, the leaders that they're becoming, and I remember when I was in that position. Uh, Throughout the years, I mean, I've had outstanding peers, counselors, and I consider my counselors my peers now too, just with everything that they've done in my life. I know I've definitely formed lifelong relationships there, friendships, because at this point in my life, I don't call back the peers that I grew up with in my neighborhood or in school or anywhere. I met these people twice a year, every year. And these are the people that when I look back on, that's who I call for support and friendship and any type of support now. Because they can understand, because they don't judge, because they look at for me who I am and not what I'm living with. And I can't express the thank you that I can say for that opportunity. Ooh. Another thing that I love about camp is that was done for me, and as growing up, I would realize that it's something that I want to do to give back. And I joined on the counselor and training program, and in this program, I met Rubio, a little boy, and talking to Rubio and seeing, you know, he would get in trouble, and I never minded spending time with him. And I did spend time with him, he also, you know, just would express him. The kid was maybe 8, 9 years old. He was in the youngest cabins. And he would express the same thing. He just saw the world as unfair. He was angry as well, just really confused in any matter of the world that he was in with his family and living with just this situation. I actually helped to teach Rubio just how to deal with his anger, his sadness, his confusion in a more proactive, positive manner to show him that his life wouldn't only change for the better, but of those around him as well. And I saw him on TV growing up, and it was heartwarming, to be honest. Uh, After that, I joined the LEAF program, which is a mentorship program that you can get paired with a counselor to just help you outside of camp as well. That has been a tremendous, even more tremendous help for me. My mentor is actually standing back there, Lorenzo. And that man has helped me with everything. Like I said, I didn't grow up with family. I didn't grow up with any role models per se. And to helping me to anywhere from interviews to getting a job to just the life problems and decisions that I was facing has changed my life astronomically. Like I said, I make terrible decisions, and he would make me realize the reality of things and what I was truly doing and how I was being small-minded in a way, or just really close-minded. And he's just a freshen up from camp, and it just brings back everything, and it helps me realize everything that I've learned, the quality of person that I've learned to be there, a leader, somebody that is more than just one person, that I belong to a family, and a family that's not blood related, and I love it. The activities that are done there, I mean, are golden memories, camping out under the stars. You can just, even simple things unrelated to, you know, to HIV and AIDS, just regular things that we do as campers, you learn to really bond with these people around you. And I couldn't be any more thankful for that type of experience. A lot of families going there probably wouldn't be able to afford a trip, probably wouldn't be able to do anything to get out there. And I can't stop saying thank you for the experience. It's been life-changing. If it wasn't for Camp Laurel, I wouldn't be here. I would either still be on the streets or even worse, I'll probably dead. Just really had a stupid mentality. There's many counselors I want to give a shout out to. Unfortunately, I only did to Lorenzo, there's just too many. But I really can't help express the intoxicating feeling of being at camp. And there's a reason why everybody cries at the end, and it's because everybody wants to stay in the new home that they have formed for us, a sanctuary. And I always said this, thank you for that sanctuary, Margo. It's definitely made me the person I am.
Thank you, Armando. Okay.